I'm here with the beautiful Dr. Ruth Anderson. Good morning.
Good morning.
We come to you every Wednesday and just let whatever flows flow. So we hope that you will share this for us and then just sit and get comfortable and join in with us as we let Spirit guide wherever the meditation takes us. So the first thing that we do, and when we get together, is to center and balance. This is a method called the heart-brain coherence that I learned from Heart Math Institute in California. And I'd love for us to do it now. There's 3 steps to it. I'll explain them, and then we will do them. The first part is to touch your heart center, because wherever you're touching on your body, it brings your focus right there. So you touch your heart center, and then you slow down the breath. Envision that you're counting to 5. So you would slow it down that much, and then you breathe it out just as slowly. So it's in slowly and back out slowly. And then the last part, secret to it, is to add in an energy of love, gratitude, something that just brings such a warm feeling to your heart. So those 3 things we're going to do right now for just a couple of minutes so we can get very centered and balanced in our heart and our mind. And then we will see where Spirit wants us to go today with this meditation. So touching your heart, slow down your breath, and add in the joy.
So Teri, I'll start. In my work with Teri and the guys recently, we've been talking about our soul's curriculum, how each of us has our own curriculum that we're going through. It includes our learnings, our activities, our experiences, our emotional reactions to things, our relationships. And today they've already been working with me on the end of our life and how that works into our soul's curriculum. And what they had already shared with me was about the timing of one's death. And the words that were given to me were, I'm actually gonna find it because it was channeled to me. I want to make sure I get it right.
Can't wait to hear.
Okay, these were the words. Don't hasten your death. Divine timing is precise. The divine timing of birth, the divine timing of your death. You don't need to take extraordinary steps to prolong your life unless you want to, but don't cut it short intentionally either. Your date will come soon enough as it is. We will call you home when it is time. In the meantime, find the beauty in each day. So that was given to me this morning, Teri, and what I'm seeing is that they want us to continue staying in that space of talking with them about one's lifetime, the end of one's life.
Mm-hmm. And I love that last part, Ruth, finding the beauty in each day, staying present. And that's what I'm hearing. Staying present is when we do become fully aware of our life purpose. We become aware sometimes, like our dear friend Camille. I'm thinking of her and her passing when she knew, she was so certain when that was going to happen. And she had that foresight and she was able to be okay with it. She was able to actually welcome the transition. It's all in staying present.
When I was reminded this morning about my own father's passing, how he died at 89, and some of the most important hours of his lifetime were right before he died, that there was immense healing for relationships that had been strained for years and years. And it all came together at the end, which provided healing for him as well as those people. And so when folks take their life prematurely, there are limitless possibilities that don't get to happen. We've had several suicides here where I live, and it's young people. And I think, Teri, there's a space of feeling hopeless, although things with COVID are loosening up. But I think there are some folks that just feel like there's no hope. And so they're choosing to take themselves out at this time. So maybe that's why we're having this meditative time today.
I agree, Ruth. And in working with people in the past that were at that point, the one theme that I kept hearing from each one that I would talk to is they just want the pain to end. Pain can be emotional pain, physical pain, mental pain, whatever is going on that's creating that energy that it's just not feeling good. So it's just wanting a transition, wanting a change. And it doesn't have to be through ending your life. That's a permanent solution to the pain. Just filling into what is possible. That's what I've been hearing a lot of lately from my spirit guides. Look at what is possible, not what seems impossible. Try to shift the perspective and go beyond the limits.
Well, it's interesting, Teri, because what they're showing me now is it's like a calendar a day kind of thing, and the days are flying off, and then all of a sudden it stops. And I think what they're showing us is that for each one of us, there is a determined date of when our time here is done. It's thought out. It's created on purpose. It's all part of divine timing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like our birth, some births are called premature because there's a certain incubation time for a pregnancy. But is it really premature, or is it the time when that soul was supposed to be here in the flesh, in person, the same as leaving our physical body? And I've heard people talk about how somebody prolongs that death time. Maybe they're waiting for a family member to show up or a birth date to pass or whatever. But it's all divine time, like you said. There's a reason and a purpose for everything, and I fully believe that.
So while we might think they're prolonging it, it just wasn't time yet.
Right.
Yeah, that's just our judgment, our perception of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't fully know what's going on with that person, with their soul contract. It's what they chose for the lessons and the blessings to be in this lifetime.
So Teri, one of my friends, her mother is working on working on her transition. And what the guide showed me in looking at her was that she was being prepared for her transition. And what that looked like, and I saw it with my mother as well, and they're showing it to me again right now, which is why I'm bringing it up. The soul being prepped, prepared, and it's other, and they tend, I'm seeing them all female energy, and maybe that's just the nurturing compassion aspect of that, but other beings with that person in spirit preparing them. And I'm actually seeing like anointing of oil to help them in, not that they need that, right? I mean, nothing needs to be anointed in oil in order to pass, but I think it's preparation, like preparing the bride for the wedding. And it's so supportive, and it's so loving, and it's so compassionate, and it happens prior to a person's passing. I've seen that now a couple of times, and it could be a couple days before, it could be a month before, it could be a long process. We're the only ones that put time on things. Spirit doesn't put time attached to anything. But I've seen that as a preparation several times now.
I have as well, Ruth, and I love that ritual. I love that process of honoring that life that was lived. And it begs the question about people who die like from an accident, who die quickly. And did they have time for that preparation? And as you said, there is no time. There's no time with spirit. So indeed, maybe all that was needed for that person's preparation was that second, that instant, to allow them to have that beautiful transition, even though it might have been traumatic. Maybe it was a heart attack or an accident. But there's a preparation that happens with each one. I'm hearing that. I'm being assured of that we don't leave this human body without that preparation.
Well, and there's no saying it has to be a quick preparation. On the spirit realm, it could have been happening for some time, just the person in the body didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Right. And those that welcome that spirit being on the other side were ready.
Mm-hmm.
They knew that it was happening.
Right.
Because our loved ones are always aware of what's going on with us.
Right. We're the ones left out of the loop. Those of us in the 3D.
Yeah. I love that image of the waiting arms and knowing that it's going to be that moment when they get to hug us again and just shower us with love. I'm feeling Divine Mother. I think that's what you were feeling earlier too, that comforting, that compassion, that nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah, so endings don't have to be sad. They don't have to be without love and joy. And all endings lead to new beginnings.
Right.
Yeah, I feel Archangel Azrael is the one that just said those words.
Yeah, I'm total goosebumps over here. Yeah. And what I'm seeing, it really is a circular path of before we come into life to life in the 3D, to life outside of the 3D, and coming back again and being loved and supported all of the time, no matter which realm we're in.
Mm-hmm. It's such a wonderful feeling to receive love. Sometimes we don't allow ourselves to bring it into our heart. And I'm thinking of those who are considering ending a life, that maybe if there was just that one smile, that one warm word, it would make such a difference, because love heals. And when we receive the love in, something happens, something clicks that says, I am worthy. I am worthy of seeing warmth. I am worthy of somebody caring about me enough to speak my name in a warm manner and to say the words, I love you. It's so important what we say, what we speak into the world, because it does create. We create with our words, with our intentions, with our thoughts, and with our actions. I just feel there's someone or more that will hear this message today. And I feel Spirit so strongly just wanting to put that message out of love, to let you know you are worthy. You deserve everything beautiful in life that you desire. Feel your worthiness. You don't have to earn it. It's yours. It's your birthright to be loved, to be accepted. So just hold that thought right now, whatever state of mind you're in. Hold the thought of your worthiness. I remember, Ruth, when I first heard those words, I lived many years before hearing it and had never really thought about my worthiness. But when I heard the words, you are worthy, something clicked inside. All of a sudden, there was like a light switch coming on. So I want this to be the light switch for somebody that needs to hear that today. You are worthy.
Teri, I'm feeling a lot of grief.
Yes.
Oh, just like sobbing, like hard to catch your breath sobbing.
Yes. I feel that emotion too, and I'm feeling very emotional. Even before we began this meditation today, I was feeling there's a lot of emotional energy that needs to be expressed. It needs a voice. It needs to let those tears flow, to say the words, to acknowledge it. There's nothing wrong with sadness. You're not wrong for feeling what you feel. Don't hold it all inside though. Let it out. Give it that release. whether it's tears, the words that you speak, pounding a pillow, whatever you need to do to release that emotion. Give gratitude that you feel it. Say thank you. Thank you that the sadness is here because it means that somebody meant so much to me, that I'm missing them, that I would love to hold them again, would love to speak words of love to them. And you still can. Just because the physical body is not there doesn't mean that they're not there. They're in your heart. Let the tears flow. I'm feeling them. Whoever it is that's crying, I feel you crying.
So this is unusual, Teri. I got poked in the ear. Highly unusual during meditation. So I turned my energy to see what was over there demanding my attention. And what I saw was Christ on the cross. And I'm reminded that in Christ's dying, there was so much emotion and taking on, whether you're a Christian or not, here at EWN, we do work with the Christ consciousness. And that piece of carrying the grief and the sorrow for others is there in the Christ consciousness. So if you know and love Christ and you are feeling such pain, don't forget to call him in. Share that sorrow with him. And again, Divine Mother is making herself very prominent right now.
Interesting, Ruth. Every morning I pull one of the angelic cards. This morning it was Christ consciousness. It was that gold energy.
Yeah.
So I invite anyone listening to this to feel that energy. Beautiful gold, warm energy. And as Ruth said, whatever your beliefs are, just open up to the care and the concern and the love that flows in from that beautiful Christ energy. I'm seeing him now, not on the cross, but I'm seeing him ministering to the little children and to the hungry crowd, and just reaching out with love and compassion, wanting only the best for us.
I just heard the words, I know this life isn't easy, but you are not alone. Sometimes just knowing that you are one with the divinity can help you feel not so isolated or not so abandoned or alone. Maybe call on that now. Call on that knowing that you aren't here by yourself. You were made of a spark of the divine. You are one with the divinity. when we see ourselves in that way, then we can feel that divine white energy coming in, that divine love coming in and boldening us, making us stronger, helping us to feel more worthy and valid and valuable.
I just felt a calmness and a peace. So whatever happened just now, there was a definite shift in the energy. And this is the beauty of what comes in, and that Christ consciousness comes in with love, with light, just assurance, like Ruth said, that we're not alone. We don't have to go through anything, any experience in life alone.
I just heard the words, your day will come. Your day to transition will come. And when it is your day, you will be welcomed home with rejoicing. But until that time, let us walk with you. That's a really big collective us, by the way. Guides, angels, divinity. I heard, let us support your soul as you carry on.
You know, Ruth, in my journaling this morning, I was writing about the fires of life, those challenges, those struggles that we all have. We're here living in contrast on this 3D plane. And what I heard was those fires of life are not the enemy. It's our resistance to change that holds us back and creates that feeling inside of something's happening to us. But when we change that perspective just a little bit, and we see that every one of those fires were for us, they were molding us and helping us to understand more about ourself, our being, our true, authentic being. So whatever struggle is going on, whatever fire is happening in your life, look at it with different eyes. Take a moment and know that, as we said, you're not alone, first of all, going through that fire. And if you feel you are alone, please reach out. Reach out to somebody for support. But when you look at it as something to be grateful for because your soul is learning from it, it really does change your mindset. And you can go into that struggle then, that challenge, with a boldness, with empowerment.
Teri, the vision I was just given was of a glass blower and how it takes the fire to bring out the beautiful lusters and the colors and the shapes. And if one were to resist that fire and try to plunge themselves into cooler temperatures, it would shatter the glass. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if it would shatter the glass, but it would certainly stop the colors and the shapes from evolving.
Yeah, I'm also reminded that a hot air balloon has to have that fire to create the hot air, and then it lifts up off the ground. So fire is not our enemy. The fires of life are not hurting us. They're actually helping us, helping to create the beauty, like with the fire blower and the glass, and helping us to lift higher, like in the hot air balloon.
And I don't want to be all Pollyanna here. I know if somebody's in immense physical pain or, mental health trauma and drama, it's not easy. And we're not meaning to just glaze over that. We're not.
No, we just want you to get the message that you're supported, you're loved immensely, you're not alone.
So they're showing me a clock with both hands on the 12. And the work Teri and I've been doing is about a clock. We start in a clock, and at different times, there's a different spiritual being. Well, at 12 o'clock straight up, it's the Creator, God the Creator. And in looking at my own soul's curriculum, I know that there's a piece of walking in concert with the Creator. And I'm just getting that as far as the soul's curriculum anyway. We're not doing that by ourselves. We're not creating everything to happen. There is definitely working in concert with the divine Creator.
And the spaciousness of that, losing all limitations. Sometimes our thoughts can really bring in that limiting belief that we can't do something, that we shouldn't do something. But when we feel into who we truly are, we understand that spaciousness. We understand that the world is ours. We're creating it. How are we creating it? Are we making it a playground where we can look at things with the eyes of a child, with that awe and that wonder, and look at what if? What if I could climb that mountain? What if I could swim that ocean? Not putting any limits on whatever it is you desire. It just opens up all possibility for you. Become one with the Creator right now. Breathe it in. Breathe in the spaciousness. See yourself on top of that mountain. See how unlimited you are. And
Go ahead.
I just saw an eagle, like standing up on the mountain, looking out with the eyes of an eagle.
Teri, I was guided when we started this meditation to send it out to other light workers and healers. And I think that's for you all, you light workers, to think, does this resonate with you? All of these thoughts about the soul's curriculum, end times, connecting with the Creator. And if that does resonate with you, that perhaps maybe you share that with your clients that are going through difficult times. And I see that eagle, Teri. It's not one eagle, it's many, many eagles. And it's one eagle for every light worker who is in this place of guiding people as they're considering taking their own lives right now. I think the thing about the eagle is the symbolism. They're watching everything, right? As they're flying, I don't think they're missing much because they can just hone in on one small thing and swoop in and pick it up. But the eagle is also a symbol of connection between spirit and earth, the spirit realm and the 3D. So that's really perfect for thinking about light workers.
Yes, because I just heard, be the eagle. Be the eagle. The eagle is strong. It doesn't even have to think about flying because it just does it. So stop putting the limits on yourself and look at the spaciousness.
My guides are signaling that's it, that they're done. That's what they wanted to show us.
Yeah. Be the eagle. That's our challenge today, to just allow ourselves to be in that freedom. Yeah, I love that. Ah, there's so much love here in this place. So much love for all of you that are hearing these words. Share this out. If you feel like there's someone that's not in a good place, maybe emotionally, mentally, just share with them that there is hope, that they are not alone, and they can come to this place as a safe place to be supported, to be lifted up. And we certainly have people that can respond if you feel that you are alone and you just want somebody to sit with you, maybe sit in prayer or sit and listen. Listening is the greatest gift we can give to someone, just to hear their words, allow them to express themselves, whether they just need to sit and cry or whatever they need to do, and just sit in silence with them. This is a very safe place for you to come to do that inner work. And so please share it and let others know that you can come here anytime. I'm so grateful to Dr. Ruth Anderson, who's the founder of Enlightened World Network. Thank you, Ruth, for all the work that you do, for your beautiful heart that's in the right place, because you want everybody to feel this love and this happiness and joy that can be found when we find our freedom. So thank you, my friend. Thank you to everyone that tuned in today. We really appreciate you being here with us.
We do. All of our friends, thank you so much for being here. Teri, I love you, sister. Thank you. All right, friends, take care. Take good care of yourself, and God bless. We'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.